Hey everyone, and welcome to day 31. You did it. You got to the end of 31 days, and I am so proud of you. Today, we are going to be talking about an important topic, and that is who is on your dream team. So today is not the day to be doing follow-ups in a state of desperation. Hopefully at this point, you have already caught up on all of your sales. You've hit your targets for July. If not, it's okay. You can do follow-up. I'm just saying you don't want to be coming at it a place from desperation. You want to continue to come at it from a place of service. So if you get orders today and it exceeds what you're looking for, then you can place your order either today or you can start tomorrow off really great. So that is a decision that only you can make because you are your own business owner. So congratulations on making it all this way. I just cannot say thank you enough for sticking with it, for being with me every day. So let's talk about your dream team. So the concept of a dream team actually came to me about 10 years ago, where I actually made a list of 5 people. And I thought, if I could get these 5 people to join my organization, everything would change. So I wrote down their 5 names, and I wrote down why would it be beneficial for them to join Scentsy, and what would it mean for my organization if they did join. So this is a concept that I have shared with a few of the people that I have on my team. And one in particular, I'm really proud of. I had mentioned they had been on my team for a number of years, to be honest. I think it was about 5 years. And we were having a conversation. And I said, you've been so consistent over the years, but they didn't participate on the team page. There was no back and forth. Like, we really had no contact other than I would send out happy mail to them. And so I said to them, like, why have you not recruited anyone at this point? And they just didn't feel like they were going to be good at recruiting, hadn't tried it. So you never know you're good at something until you try it. And to be honest, everyone sucks at everything when they first start, right? You have to be a beginner in order to be an expert. And I think this is one of the things that really, really holds people back with their business, is that they are comparing, which we already spoke about. They compare themselves against someone who's been doing this for a long time, or someone who has like a big team, and they're like, well, I'm not as good as them. Well, guess what? One day I had to get my very first sale. I had to fill out an order form for the first time in my career. One day I had to have a recruiting conversation for the first time. So it's not like you just instantly step in to having a big team. You don't instantly step into doing 2,000 PRV every month. Is something you learn to do, and it's one order at a time, one host at a time, and one team member at a time. So I had spoken to them and I said, listen, why don't you make a list of 5 people who you would have as your dream team members? Like, if you knew they were going to say yes, even though we know they may or may not, right? But if you had no doubt in your mind that they would say yes, who are the 5 people who you would have on your dream team? So needless to say, this changed their career. They went from having no team members when we spoke in May, and they promoted to director that September. So I'm telling you that because if you have nobody on your team today, it's okay. Anything is possible. Like I said, if you're willing to do the work. So I do have a printable in the description box below. Please make sure you print it off. And what your exercise today is to write down your dream team. So who do you have on your dream team list? Like, if you thought that there was no way that they would say no, who would you ask? It could be somebody that you know very well. It could be someone that you don't know very well. It doesn't matter, but you're going to write down, how will Scentsy benefit them? And why would you just love to have them on your dream team? And this could be something that you can reach out to them then, and you can say, and yes, this is going to be something you might have to do scared, right? Remember, we already talked about this. You have to do scary things if you want to move the needle on your business. So I want you to reach out to them. You can reach out to them today, or you can reach out to them tomorrow. Ideally, we want to have them joining your team August 1st. So I'm doing this recording in July. If you're watching a replay, you want them to join the day that you are on. But in this instance, because we're on the last day of the month, if you get them to join first thing tomorrow, you're just going to get your month started out well. Okay. Ultimately, it's up to them. They can join whenever they want, but ideally you would get them to join you tomorrow. So you might want to start the conversation today and then follow up with them tomorrow. And what you're going to say is something to the effect of, hey, I had to make a list of 5 people who I would have as my dream team members. And you were on my top 5 because X, Y, Z. Okay. Now, what they might say to you is they've never thought about doing Scentsy with you before. Or they might come back and they might say, oh, you know what? I would love to, but I'm really busy. So what are you going to say in reply? You can say something to the effect of, I totally get that. I am so busy also, but I have learned a system that in 15 minutes a day, I can work my Scentsy business. I'm not pressuring you in any way, but I'm just letting you know, if you think you could have 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week, I would love for you to do Scentsy with me, and I will teach you what you need to know. That's it. If they're like, well, you know what, now is just really not a good time. I want to wait until the fall. I want to get into routine. Awesome. Just say, that's amazing. Do you mind if I put it in my calendar and I will follow up with you the first week of September? And they're going to go, sure. They might say, I would love to, but I don't have the money right now to start a new business. And you can say, you know what, that's amazing. I can actually set you up with a personal shopping link that you can share with your friends and family. I'll send it to you right now. It will close on Friday and you can actually earn your starter kit at no charge. Would that be interesting to you? Right? So you want to come up with what will they say? And what will your response back to them be? Now, if you're part of the Facebook group, I'll link it below. If you have an objection, drop it in the Facebook group. Let us know under day 31, what is your objection? And let us help you come up with an appropriate response. An inappropriate response would be, okay, fine. That would be inappropriate. If you said, oh no, come on, you should really do this, that would be inappropriate. You are coming at it from a place of selfishness and not service. We already talked about this in the scarcity circle. You're going to come at it only from generosity, only from service, and only with kindness. So you cannot make them feel that their reason for not joining you today is not a valid reason. You want to validate the reason and then let them have another option so that you're leaving it open. And if they just say, no, thank you, drop it. No, thank you means no. So do not follow up with them. But if they say not right now, ask if you can do a follow-up call with them in September. And they might say, well, September was really busy. Say, no problem. What would be best for you? You're coming at it from a place of service. Now, I do want to say that there's no guarantee that these 5 people will join your team, right? Like just because they're on your dream team doesn't mean that they're going to join, but you're going to have paid them a huge compliment because you're basically wanting to pick them on your team. You're cherry picking who you would love to work with. If you think back to elementary school and it's gym class and they're picking sides, like they're picking teams and there's someone who gets picked last, that's not a good feeling, right? But you're actually reaching out to them and saying, hey, I was challenged to put together a list of my top 5 people I would have as a dream team. And you were one of the team members that I would love to have on my team. And this is why. You're going to pay them a huge compliment. Now, I do want to say that it would be absolutely, I want you to hear me here. It would be absolutely inappropriate for you to follow up with somebody who does another direct sales company. Every week, somebody reaches out to me and is like, hey, Jen, do you want to do such and such? You would be amazing at it because you're so good at Scentsy. No. The reason I'm good at Scentsy is because it has 100% of my focus for my work. There is no way I would ever risk my Scentsy business to start something else. No way at all. And I appreciate that they're trying to pay me a compliment, but that is coming at it from a place of selfishness. They want someone successful under them. And that's icky. So don't reach out to anybody who does another direct sales company. I'm talking about, the person who is just like a party animal. She parties, she does a party with you every month or every 2 months, or it could be the person who you just like love hanging out with and you would love to work with them, right? I get to choose my coworkers. What would be better than that? So those are the kinds of things you're wanting to look for, not somebody who is successful at another direct sales company. The reason they are successful at another direct sales company is because they focus their time and attention on that company. Don't reach out to them. That would not be appropriate. Okay. So yeah, I want to thank you again for just joining me over the last 31 days. It has really been a pleasure. I'm so glad that I had an opportunity to help you. I hope that when you look back over the month, you have had some aha moments. I would love to hear what they are if you want to comment or put them in the Facebook group or send me a DM. I would love to know, what did you like about the program? What's something that you wish I had covered and I didn't? And maybe I can direct you to another video. I do have two YouTube channels. So maybe I answered that question in another video that I can share with you. But I just really wanted to challenge you. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see where you go in the rest of Q3 and Q4. As you hit your targets and you promote, I would love for you to tag me and let me know that you promoted so that I can be your cheerleader. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, and Scentsy Spirit.